हेलो हेलो
है ना तो अब उसका ऑप्शन चेंज कर लो
तो भेज
फोन
चालू कर
ಇಲ್ಲ ಲೈನ್ ಔಟ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಔಟ್
ಫೋನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಣ್ಣ
ಆಕ್ಸ್ ಔಟ್
ಆಕ್ಸ್ ಔಟ್ ಬರ ಫ್ರೀ ಇದು ಫ್ರೀ ಔಟ್
देखना कहता है खाली तबरेज का हां
हेलो 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 हेलो
क्या बोलना हाँ हेलो 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 आसिफ भैया रेडी आसिफ भैया रेडी हाँ रेडी
Check.
In your league stage itself, where it was a close game, and talk us through that.
Yeah, it was a close game. It was about 157 target and it's a 30 overs. We never gave up and we fought very hard and till last ball. And credit goes to our, all the players, bowlers, our fielders. We did really well and fantastic job we did all through these league matches. And we are in the finals now.
So you had a good semi-final. Well, any changes in the squad?
Yeah, two changes. Shivratan and Mithun Patel is playing in 11. That's it.
So looking forward to put up the big total here. Wish you all the very best. Thank you. So we move on to the skipper Prashant. First of all, talking about the performance of your team, it's been fantastic. The semi-finals was a one-sider, had a fantastic game for your team. Talk us through your preparation for this final.
Yeah, actually our boys are doing well throughout this tournament, and we are a very good batting and balanced side of the bowling as well. So it doesn't matter whom we face, at the end we need to win.
And quickly take us through the memory down the lane for the match that you played against the opposition.
Yeah, Legacy, it's a too good team also, and we know them very well, and we lost the match by 1 run. So we will be giving back to them in the finals, hope so.
Well, it's going to be a good competition here, the big finale coming up. Top is won by Team Legacy and they've elected to bat first. It's going to be a cracker of a game here. Stay tuned. You're watching all these matches live and all Cricket Academy ground. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. That's it. Thank you. begin with the innings of Team Legacy. Requesting the 12th man from both teams to report near the commentator's desk. 12th man from Team Legacy and 12th man from Team Cric Biz. Can we have you here at the commentary box end? We're all set here. The fielders have taken position and the opening pair have already taken guard. The bowler is ready. And starting the proceedings from the commentary box end is going to be Priyanshu. Left arm seamer. Going to be bowling over the wicket to the right-handed batsman. Remember, it's a 30-over game here. It's a pro tournament. Pro 30. And the batsman on strike, Shiv Ratan. Shiv Ratan and Sachin are the two batsmen out there in the center. It's going to be a cracker of a game here. Lovely conditions and a beautiful ground, this Cric Biz Cricket Academy ground. A good setup here for a fantastic finale coming up of the Cric Biz Pro 30. Wishing both the teams all the very best, and the umpire calls it play. Starts off with a good delivery, right in the good corridor. Shiv Ratan just getting his eye in there. Wants to understand what's happening here, what the ball is going to do. Driven down the ground and they've managed to take a quick single. Good response from Sachin. As soon as the batsman hit the ball, he wanted a single out of it. And a good response from Sachin. Making a comfortable single there. So far in the couple of balls that we've seen so far, seems there's not much in it for the fast bowler here. Not much of movement, and the ball not skidding through, suggesting that it's a tad slow here. Left-hander Sachin on strike now. Got two slips in place. Both slips a little wide from each other. Ooh, good delivery there. Bowls the right length there. Sachin wasn't sure, so there wasn't any foot movement around. A good delivery will give Priyanshu a little more confidence here. We'll start to understand what the pitch is doing and what ball can do. Pitched up delivery, driven straight to mid-off, and they managed to get a single out of it. Good call and good response by these two batsmen. Good understanding by them. Team Cric Biz would be hoping to get a breakthrough here. An early breakthrough would help them restrict the opposition. On the pads, got a little bat on it, and will only be a single down to fine leg. He's bowling the right length though, Priyanshu. Just not getting enough movement
or any help from the pitch. Good length. Not easy for the batsman early in to score those boundaries. Last ball coming up. He's bowling to Sachin. Another attempted Yorker there. They managed to squeeze a single out there. A good single there to finish off the over. So after the completion of the first over, score moving on to 4 without loss. And starting the second over is going to be Shiv Kumar Gowda. He's going to be bowling to Sachin. It's a good contest here. Good even contest. Both teams quite well balanced here. They've got their best sides for this big finale. Taking some time here to set his field absolutely right. Wants to make sure that the fielders are at the right position. Here we go. Second over, Shiv Kumar. Shot of good length there. Blocked it by Sachin. Oh, good delivery. Trying the bouncer there, trying the short pitch delivery on Sachin. Interesting thing to notice that it stopped and came to the keeper. It didn't skid through. Good aggressive start here from Shiv Kumar. Both on good length and short pitch. Another good delivery. Bit of bounce there, bending his back there. A batsman taking a look at the center. That's a good delivery. Interesting to see those two. The last two deliveries that he's bowled, Shiv, getting extra bounce there. We've got slip in place, slip in gully, slip in almost a second slip position. Punched off the back foot, straight to gully. No run on that occasion. It's been a fairly decent start here from Shiv, keeping things tight here. But I would love to see him pitch it up a little further up to the batsman to allow the ball to do something different here. Because right now with the shorter deliveries just coming onto the bat. Another good delivery. They call it the tennis ball bounce there. The batsman unsure about the bounce there. In fact, taken by surprise, in fact. Got the second slip in place. I reckon any moment here, second slip is going to be in business. Oh, slow delivery. Very well disguised and deceiving the batsman. So that brings us to the end of the second over. It's a maiden over from Shiv. So that brings us to the end of over number 2. Team Legacy 4 without loss. Drifting down the leg side, wide signal. Priyanshu trying to keep it tight for the right-hander, not give him any room there. There's only one slip now. Back at the right lane there. Right line as well. Decides to leave that alone. Shiv Ratan. Like I mentioned, since it's a 30 over game here, so he can afford to take things slow here. Take some time to understand what's happening out there. How the ball is behaving, the new ball. Pitched off delivery. They managed to steal a single there. The fielder was right at the 30-yard mark. So good running again. And I must repeat this again. Good response from Sachin. He's quick in a flash there. It's good to see that these two are managing to rotate the strike. Except for the previous over, which was a maiden over. Taking a few steps down the track there. Sachin trying to convert it. But Priyanshu was up for the task there. Pitched it slightly shorter. So the batsman had to just guide it towards point there. No run on that occasion. We're in the power play. 8 overs of power play in this 30 over format. Both these teams eager to get going here. Again, a few steps down the track, Sachin trying to force the shot there. At the end moment, realizing that he just has to get bat on ball. And with a little bit of movement with the new ball, gets beaten. Like I mentioned, both these teams are eager to get a start here, get going. There's still no boundary yet. Just got to be consistent here, Priyansh. In fact, he's just looking to change the field. Fine leg comes back in. And mid-off fielder walking back. Another good delivery. Sachin needs to just get bad on ball here. He's found it a little difficult in the last 10 deliveries or so. Not being able to get bad on ball, getting beaten on multiple occasions. Pitched up delivery, driven down the ground. Quick single taken. Throw at the bowler's end. In fact, that would have probably been a close call there. But missing the stumps. So batsman in and 1 run for Sachin. And with that single, that brings us to the end of over number 3. Team Legacy, after the completion of 3 overs, the score has moved on to 7 without loss. Oh, good delivery. Gets the outside edge. Just evades the fielder at second slip. Sachin manages to get a single and rotate the strike. Brings Shiv Kumar on strike. He's found the good spot there. Shiv Ratan found a good spot there. He knows it's a troubling spot for the batsman. Like I mentioned, it's not skidding through. It's just creating a little bit of doubt in the batsman's mind there. It's going to be a good contest here between these two. Guided that away very confidently for a single down to third man. Priyanshu does the clean-up job there. It's going to be interesting to see how Sachin is going to play the remaining of the over. They've got 2 people catching, second slip and a fourth one. Just trying to guide it. Not getting the right pace of the pitch there to play that shot. Interesting to see that with 2 fielders in the catching, still trying to guide that towards third man. I believe there's going to be a release shot any point now. Oh, goes for it. Gets beaten. The word from the dugout is that it's still a long way to go. You still have long way to go. Plenty overs remaining, so get bad on ball. Another good delivery following the batsman there. Like I mentioned, it's a good setting here at the Cric Biz Cricket Academy ground. We've got the KSCA match officials who are standing in as the umpires of this game. A lot of experience behind them. A little quick on the bat. Again, another single guided towards third man region. And with that single, brings us to the end of another good over here. 5 overs completed, score moving on. Correction, 4 overs completed, score moving on to 10 without loss. Oh, that's a lovely hit. I'm sure he's going to feel a lot better there, Sachin. Pitched up delivery, driven beautifully for the first boundary of this innings of Team Legacy. Goes for the big hit, times it well. And the fielder gets a little bit of a hand on that, so that's why it slowed down. But good work there by the fielder at mid-off. Chased that down and saved a certain boundary there. A couple of runs to the batsman, Sachin, who's looking to get loose here. Trying to get aggressive with Priyanshu's bowling. Understandably, he's going to target Priyanshu here because Shiv Ratan is keeping things tight here. Oh, good comeback delivery. Just pulling the length back there. Just enough for the batsman to be unsure of what he's going to be doing with that. A good comeback from Priyansh. So in fact, after the boundary and a couple of runs, he's made a change in the field. Fine leg has come in and mid-off has gone back to the boundary line. Not on the line, a few steps inside. Another pitched off delivery. Right behind the ball there, Sachin on that occasion. I'm sure he's going to be feeling a lot better here with the boundary and a couple of runs in this over. He was itching to go. Just has to make sure that he plays a long innings here. Runs will come. Stepping down the track. Great timing there. A glorious hit for a boundary. Another good shot there. Result in 2 boundaries in the over. Watching that again, stepping down the track and hitting it on the rise. That's a shot with a lot of confidence. Very sensible batting there from Sachin. The teammates would feel that he's got a long way to go now from here. He's got the start, and that's a good news for team Legacy. So that brings us to the end of over number 5. The score has moved on to 20 without loss. A smooth action from Priyanshu. Continuing to bowl the third over, Shiv Kumar Gowda bowling to Shiv Ratan. Leading edge, keeper coming underneath it, and that is wicket number 1. An important wicket there. The ball was pitched up on the legs there. He tried to turn things around. Like I mentioned, it's a little slow there, so you can't turn the face of the bat too early. The result, leading edge, and Shiv Ratan is out, caught behind. A batsman replacing Shiv is Mithun Patil. Another aggressive batsman walking out to the centre. It's a good breakthrough here for Team Cric Biz Academy. It's going to be taking the strike there, Mithun. It's just been a quick little chat between the two batsmen, giving a bit of insight about the pitch, what's happening and what should be watched out for. He's bowled very tightly here. Shiv not given any room, bowled smart bowling there. Bowled maiden over as well. The first over that he bowled was a maiden over. So he's kept things tight. He's been consistent and he's been rewarded as well with wicket number 1 for him and the team, which has brought Mithun out in the centre. Going to be taking strike now. Oh, another good delivery. Another shot of good length delivery. Rising up higher than expected. He's taking a look at the centre. Looking at Shiv's run up. Very smooth run up. Comes in smoothly. And takes the leap. And a lot of shoulder involved in that. Another good delivery, a dot ball there. So he's bowling very tightly, Shiv. As we look at the run up again, smooth run up. Takes the hop there, the leap, ending with the release with the shoulder power. Getting that extra bounce with that slingy action. Oh, another peach of a delivery this time. Effort delivery, bending his back there. It's survival time out there when Shiv is bowling. I'd like to see another slip or a gully in place with this kind of bowling and the kind of spite he's getting off the pitch. Love to see another man catching. Another good delivery. This time well played by Mithun. The way Shiv is bowling right now, I reckon the only couple of places that I can think of the ball going is, one is gully, second is short cover. Confidently left alone. Another maiden over from Shiv. That brings us to the end of over number 6. The score is 20 for 1. In fact, a maiden wicket in this over. Wonderful bowling. Outstanding bowling from Shiv. Looks like there's going to be a change in the bowling. 7-8-0.
Bowler.
Like I mentioned, it's there's a change in the bowling here from the commentary box end. It's checking on the bowler's name. Raju, the new bowler who's going to be introduced into the attack. He's going to be bowling to Sachin. Tall man, Raju. Yet to see his bowling to give any insights to you guys. He's asked for the same field setting, which was of the previous over of Priyansh. Slip there. Looks like second slip. And fielder at deep point there. And wide third man. Oh, pitched off delivery. Beats the batsman, the stumps, and reached the keeper there, who's done a good job. Ball coming back into the left-hander there as we watch. Bowler using his wrist. And that's the reason why he's got the exaggerated movement of the pitch there. Another good delivery wrapped up on the pad. Managed to get a single there. In fact, no signal from the umpire, which means, in fact, a late signal from the umpire. It's a leg by. Brings Mithun on strike. It's going to be interesting to see now. Raju bringing the ball into the left-hander, so which means it's going to be an outswinger to Mithun. He got a slip in place. Trying the swing there, trying the movement there. That's why he bowled that slightly towards leg stump or just outside leg stump. Nonetheless, a dot ball for him. But he's got to be careful here. Mithun is a top-class player. We've seen him build many innings and score runs in bulk. Played that on the onside. 2 is the call, but wouldn't be a 2 there. Good fielding. Good pick up and throw there from the fielder at mid-on. You can watch all these matches live on Y Sports. HD streaming of this match. The big finale. Live commentary by Briz. Good delivery. As you could see, the length was different. That's the reason why there wasn't much of movement there. Which is alright, which is absolutely fine as long as it's not a loose delivery. So the skipper is going to be happy with the result so far. Skipper of Team Cric Biz. Slow delivery and crunch towards the offside for a boundary towards the wide of long off. That's a good shot there. Interesting to see that the batsman walked into the shot, realizing it's a slow delivery, had to reach out, but he got good timing on that, and the result is a boundary for him. Good shot and looking good there, Sachin. So after the completion of 7 overs, Team Legecy 26 for the loss of 1 wicket. Final over of power play coming up. I'm sure that's not going to be in their mind to get big hits. Just have to play off the first 15 overs without minimal damage here. Shiv continuing to bowl from the umbrella end. A dot ball to begin the over. Like I mentioned, there's a lot of discipline in his bowling. He's been consistent, Shiv. Something to appreciate. As you watch a cricket game, you'd love to see this consistency. And he's been attacking as well. Another good delivery. This time played it in the gap. Guided that, in fact, using the pace of the bowler. Should be a couple of runs. Pull back in. That's smart batting from Mithun. Using the bowler's pace. Guiding it between point. A couple of runs under his name. I'm sure just wants to play off the power play. Still a long way to go. Another leading edge. Falls in no man's land. Just short of the fielder at gully. The skipper reminding the fielders to move around, take a start. Gotta be expecting the catch there. Expecting the ball towards you, so you have to anticipate, move around, especially when you're in the 30-yard circle. Drifted down the leg side, should be a single. And it should be leg byes. Bring Sachin back on strike. It will be interesting to see how Sachin is going to face the remaining deliveries of the over. He's not found it easy in this from this side, especially with the bowling of Shiv. His teammates would be telling him to play this over. You will have change of bowler in the next over again. Looking forward to this contest. Pull that away. That is short of dominance. There's no hanging around there. He's been there enough. Short pitch delivery, not enough pace on that. And Sachin's been there for a long way to understand that he can deposit that out of back. What a moment here. What a fantastic hit. Short pitch delivery as we watch on the replay. Not a lot of effort there from Shiv. Sachin rocked back onto the back foot and pulled that away for a huge sixer. Calling out for groundsman Surrender. Surrender groundsman. आप जहां कहीं भी हो कमेंट्री बॉक्स के पास आ जाना. सुरेंदर. I think we've retrieved the ball. Just checking with the umpire. It's the same ball, right? We have retrieved the ball. Good work by the fielders around, especially the fielders of the home team. So it's going to be interesting now. After a six, what's the comeback delivery? Or what's the comeback shot here? Stepping down the track, confident looking shot. A good drive there. Straight to the fielder at mid-off. That finishes off with a single to end the over. And after the completion of 8 overs, the score has moved on to 36 for the loss of 1 wicket. Team Legacy. Just a little reminder to both the teams to hurry up. It's a 30-over game. So we have to make sure that we complete it in the stipulated time which has been given to you by the match officials. So the skipper of both teams, reminder to hurry up. Another change in the bowling. New bowler brought into the attack is the offie, Legecy. Taking some time to get his field right, Dubey. An off spinner. It's going to be an interesting contest here with Sachin on strike. And will be interesting to see whether Dubey is going to flight the delivery with the fielders on the line, or is he going to bowl flatter. Here we go. Try to cut that away. Not the right length for him. Good start from Legecy. Another good delivery. Right on the money there. Not enough to the batsman to play around. Quicker delivery, loud appeal, and in fact, that's been given. What a moment of the game. In fact, on the pad and to the stumps. Just checking with the umpire, is it bowled? Thank you. Yes, it's confirmed that it's bowled. A quicker delivery there. Sachin tried to paddle that. Got it on his pads and then onto the leg stump. So wicket number 2 goes down for Team Legecy, and this time it is Sachin who's playing well. He did the hard work with the initial overs. Just feel that he threw away his wicket right now. I'm sure he's not going to be happy about it. And with his dismissal, the new batsman is Arjun, who's walking out to the centre. Arjun again with plenty of experience behind his back has walked out to the centre. He's going to be batting along with Mithun Patil. Both these players have been in the cricketing circle of Bangalore for many, many years now. And I must say, intelligent bowling from Dubey. The first couple of deliveries were on the 5th stump. And the third delivery, he pushed it quicker. With the arm, the ball came into the left-hander, who had the right idea but couldn't execute the shot properly. Resulted in his loss of wicket here. So 2 down now, Team Legecy. 36 for 2. Arjun on strike now. Looking for the drive first up. Slightly quicker again from Dubey. But now we know that he's not going to flight the delivery. If he does, it's going to be an enticing one. Short pitch delivery, pull that in the gap. Will be a single, and he's off the mark, Arjun. Brings Mithun on strike. The final delivery of the over. He's playing smart here. He's playing the T20 game. The last ball, he wants more protection on the boundary. Whereas he should be looking for a wicket here. Not give away the single. Continue building the pressure on the batsman. He's got 3 fielders out in the deep on the leg side. Flighted delivery. Mithun had to squeeze that one away. That brings us to the end of another good over. So after the completion of 9 overs, the score has moved on to 38 for the loss of 2 wickets. Team Legecy. I remind both the captains once again to make sure that you hurry up. You have to make sure that you finish in the stipulated time being provided by the umpire. Starting off with the wide, just checking with the bowler's name. Praveen, the new bowler introduced into the attack. Starts off with the wide. Another tall bowler. Quick single taken as well. Another wide signal. So that's a couple of runs added to the total. They'll take that however it comes. I'm sure Team Legacy wouldn't mind those runs. It's been a tough start here. Not the ideal or the easy ones which you've had in the league stages. It's the big finale. Understandable. So the bowling is not going to be easy. Things are not going to be easy. You have to work hard on these boundaries and sixes and the runs you're going to get. Praveen, another tall bowler, hitting the deck hard with a high bounce. That's hat-trick wides there. 3 consecutive wides from Praveen. Watching his bowling run up and action. Looking to hit the deck hard. 4 wides in a row. Good take there from Prashant, the skipper. It was going down the leg side and it was going further down, and Prashant had to put in the dive. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. With the kind of height and the release that he has, he will definitely get the extra bounce. It's a good thought here to bring him from this end with an extra bounce here. Another dot ball, another play and a miss from Arjun. He's got to be careful here. There is the tennis ball bounce here. There is that extra bounce here from this end. And the tall man hitting the deck hard. So he is definitely going to get the extra bounce. So you got to be careful. There's slip in place. And point region. Ball coming back into the right-hander from outside leg stump. Leg by, signal by the umpire, brings Mithun Patil back on strike. I tell you, with the experience that it's not easy to play bowlers like Praveen. Unpredictable bounce. Leading edge should be safe. Priyanshu caught napping on the boundary line. Wasn't expecting that. Wasn't expecting the ball to reach him with the leading edge. Mithun trying to play it on the onside. Gets the leading edge. Fortunately for him that Priyanshu was caught napping. Another wide there, 5th wide of the over. So you got the runs, just have to ensure that they get the strike rotation going on. Keep the scorecard ticking. It's interesting to see how Praveen is bowling. He's getting a little bit of shape away from the right-hander. Gets the inner edge and single down to fine leg. And with that single, that brings us to the end of another good over. So after the completion of 10 overs, Team Legacy 47 for the loss of 2 wickets. Again, change in the bowling. It's going to be Raju who's been brought into the attack. There must be some sort of thinking here to stop Dubey from bowling the second over, as he picked up a wicket in the previous over. Might have been only because of the left-hand, right-hand combination that Dubey was brought in, as he dismissed the left-hander. So the captain has told him, thank you Dubey, we'll get back to you soon. Thank you.
इधर एक दे दो वाटर बॉटल
भाई कोल्ड मत लो, नॉर्मल ले लो. नॉर्मल? हाँ. वशिष्ठा 1 liter bottle normal. Raju to continue from the commentary box end to Arjun. In fact, Mithun starts off with a wide. Plenty of wides in the last 2 overs. These two would be hoping to stitch a good partnership here, Mithun and Arjun. A lot of experience with them. Punched off the back foot, forcing the shot of the back foot there, Arjun. Couldn't get the timing well. Oh, goes for the big hit there. Threw his bat at it. But Raju manages to pull it a slight wide outside off stump and a little quicker there for Arjun. That's in the air. Should be wicket number 3, and it is. So losing patience there, Arjun looking for the forced shot and eventually getting out to play a chip shot down to short mid wicket. Raju picking up wicket number 3. सुनाई नहीं दिया प्रशांत 48 for 3 now. Team Legacy losing Arjun. Last batsman getting out. Arjun trying to play, force the shot there. Ball holding back and eventually just chipping it to Hemant at short mid wicket. So wicket number 3 goes down. And the new batsman walking up to the centre. The new batsman who's walked in is Sunil Kaushik. New batsman Sunil on strike now. It's going to be facing Raju. The key here is Mithun Patil's wicket. Quicker delivery off the thigh pad and down to fine leg for a single. Brings Mithun back on strike now. Like I mentioned, Mithun is got to be the key here for team Cric Biz. It's a big wicket there, Mithun. Cric Biz would be hoping to get another one here, get another wicket and put the opposition in the back foot. They're already in a good position, but could be better. Played that very well in the gap. There's a fielder running around. In fact, 2 fielders converging, but the fielder at short fine leg cuts that off, and that's a couple of runs there for Mithun. I'm sure Mithun's got a plan here. Got a plan to play at least till the 20th over. And with those couple of runs, 50 runs on the board for Team Legacy. Goes for the big drive, times it well. Straight to the fielder at mid-off. And that brings us to the end of another over. So the score has moved on to 52 for 3 after the completion of 11 overs. Pops to continue. Praveen, also known as Pops. Oh, another outside edge. Single down to third man. Was far away from Prashant, the keeper. The skipper was out of his reach. Sunil is on strike now. There's a slip in place, so attacking field set. I'd like to see covers walking in a little more. Managed to steal a single there. Pops running after that, but couldn't prevent the single. Good batting from Sunil. He's got to ensure that he keeps doing that consistently. Not look for the big hits. Still early stages here. We're still in the 12th over. After this, we have 17 overs remaining in the game. So there's still plenty of time here. They just have to get set. Just have to understand the pitch and how it's behaving. Get the runs going. Get the singles and twos going. Oh, punched off the back foot. And that will reach the boundary. A good shot there from Mithun. Waited up till the short pitch delivery, a loose delivery, and freed his arms to get a boundary there. A welcome boundary for Mithun and Team Legacy. Back on the money and equally well played from Mithun. Looked very confident while playing that shot. Right behind the ball. He's got the right idea in his mind. Loud appeal. Umpire doesn't seem to be interested on that. Probably suggesting it hit the right thigh of the batsman. So, as soon as it hit high on the right thigh, takes away the LBW equation. And since no bat involved, so no chance of a caught behind. Good decision from the umpire. Good delivery, good delivery. Had the mid-wicket in place there. And that brings us to the end of the over. After the completion of 12 overs, the score has moved on to 58 for 3. Brought back into the attack is Dubey again. Dubey picking up the wicket of Sachin, getting him bowled there. Again, similar thinking as the left-hander Sunil is on strike. So it's a good idea to bring the off-spinner back into the attack. Tighten things up here for Sunil. I see you've got a slip in place for Sunil. Can he get another scalp? Over pitch delivery, just managed to block that. Dubey is being very confident here, getting the extra man out at covers. You've got a short cover, covers, point and short third. Good delivery, better delivery. Again, very well played by Sunil. Just got to take his time here, Sunil. Trying to play that across. The slog sweep was a little too fuller for him to play that shot, but managed to get bat on it and gets a single to bring Mithun back on strike. As his fielders change over as the right-hander is on strike. So you've got the cover fielder in, trying to save the single. Point and short third are back. Tried to be cute there. Late cut. In fact, just guided that to Pops at slip. Quicker delivery down the leg side. I don't think there's any back on it. In fact, wide being called by the umpire. So an additional run as well. So they got a wide plus getting a single of it. So a couple of runs added to the total. They wouldn't mind, like I mentioned, additional runs coming through extras is something good here for Team Legacy. As it's been a difficult day so far to get the boundaries and sixes in this inning so far. Goes for the wicket on the pads. Will be a leg by this time. Bowling it quicker with the arm. So the ball going further down the leg side. An optimistic appeal that was from Dubey. Flighted that, and Mithun had already thought of playing the scoop, but then realizing the ball was pitched way outside off stump, which was a wide, decided to leave that alone. And another one, quicker delivery, smart batting, just left it alone to finish off the over. So that brings us to the end of the over. 13 overs completed. Team Legacy 63 for the loss of 3 wickets. A wayward delivery to begin with from Pops. Trying to bang in it short at the batsman's rib. Losing the line there. Good work from Prashant. Oh, good delivery. Move the other way around. So he's moving the ball both ways. There is a bit of swing now, especially when the ball is slightly older. So there's movement in the air. This time bringing it back to the left-hander. Quick run taken, missing the stumps. It's a risky run though. Mithun has to be careful here not to lose his wicket through a run out. Risky run not required. And Sunil has to understand that too. Watching the replay, if that would have hit the stump, would have been a very, very close call. Power shot there, muscled it down the ground to long off for a single. Good throw there to the keeper. Decides to leave that alone. A good decision.
खोल दो आप.
Well, another over away from the halfway stage here. The 14th over now. Again a wayward delivery. Drifted down the leg side and it goes further away with the wind. Wide signal by the umpire. 67 for 3 in the 14th over. Leading edge. 3 fielders coming around it. Oh! Eventually, a brilliant catch taken by the fielder at covers. Dubey. The fielder at slip was going for it. The skipper was going for it and he pulled back. So Dubey was unsure for a moment but eventually had to put in the dive to grab that. An outstanding catch by Dubey to dismiss Sunil. Another wicket falls with the leading edge, so that brings us to the, in fact, another couple of deliveries remaining in this over. Sunil departs. The new batsman who's walked in is Mithun is the new batsman. So we've got 2 Mithuns out in the centre. Wicket for Pops. Wicket at an important stage here. There's one thing I can tell you sitting in the commentary box is that you can't turn your bat around too early. Got to be looking to play it straighter. As we've already seen 3 batsmen, 2 if not 3 batsmen getting out playing the leading edge. Mithun Patil on strike. Sensible batting, decides to leave that alone, so that brings us to the end of over number 14. Team Legacy 67 for 4 after 14. Dubey back into the attack. In fact, continuing to bowl the third over. He's going to be bowling to Mithun, the new batsman.
बस
He's bowled smartly. I think he's going to vary the pace a lot more now since 4 wickets have gone. Look for that turning delivery. In the previous 2 overs, he was pitching it short and firing it in. I'm sure he's going to experiment a little now. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. Try to get the turn in, try to get the sharp turn into the right-hander and then slip a quicker delivery. That's the one I'm talking about, the quicker delivery. Goes for the blooming drive, connects well. In fact, gets a boundary of it. That's a cracking shot from Sunil. In fact, Mithun. Beautiful shot from Mithun. Pitched up on the 5th stump and he went all out for it. With a lot of power, gets a boundary. Interesting to see how Mithun's going to continue now. And trying for the drive again, getting beaten this time. .71 for 4. Oh, quicker delivery. Managed to squeeze that out. So that brings us to the end of 15 overs gone. Team Legacy 71 for 4. It's been a good bowling performance so far from all the bowlers. Just Priyanshu being a little expensive. I'm sure he's going to come back again into the innings to bowl much more tighter. It's a very important phase of the game here. 15 to 22 overs. Guided that away. Ball was getting bigger on him. Just managed to hit the top of the ball to play it down. Sensible batting from Mithun. He's got the right idea, Mithun. He knows what he's doing and when to attack. Pops trying to get the extra bounce here. Would be hoping to get another wicket here. They would love to steal another wicket of Team Legacy at this point of time before the drinks break. Drifted down the leg side, beats the keeper, coming towards the commentary box end and in fact being pulled in. Sunil had to put in the dive there, save the boundary. Wide plus a couple of runs there. Goes for another big hit. Gets the outside edge. Will be only a single down to third man. Brings Mithun Patil on strike now. Plenty of extras in this inning so far of Team Legacy. And Praveen, one of the culprit, giving away too many extras, too many wides. Good delivery. Gets a single down to fine leg. Like I mentioned, a lot of extras in this inning so far. We've just completed the halfway stage. Score is 77 for 4. And the extra count is 21 runs as extras. Got to keep things tight here. It's going to be not a big score here. As we speak, another extra, another wide from Pops. Looks like a 160 to 180 pitch here. I'm sure the team is going to be happy if they get above 185. Another dot ball. Well played by Mithun. Good conditions to play here, not very hot in the center. Very pleasant weather of Bangalore. A dot ball to finish off over number 16. The score has moved on to 78 for the loss of 4 wickets. Dubey to continue. Pitched up delivery, driven down the ground. Good bowling from Dubey. He knows where his fielders are, so he's bowling accordingly. And sensible batting from Mithun. Both Mithuns batting together. Again, driven down the ground. Should be able to get an easy single there. That's exactly what they need. Just build a little bit of partnership here. Get about a 20-30 run partnership without taking much of risk here. Again, driven down the ground, wide off, mid-off there. Another single. So 3 runs of this over. That's exactly what they need to be doing right now. Avoid the risky shots and get the singles and rotate the strike. The quicker one to watch out for. That's exactly what Dubey would be hoping for. Bowl a few flighted deliveries and the quicker one. Played that on the onside. Should only be a single. Good work from Dubey. Following the ball and had to put in the slide. Just shows how agile he is. Dubey. As you call it, a raw cricketer. Smart cricketer, street smart cricketer. Mithun Patil. That's not what you got to be looking at. We've got 3 fielders out in the deep, and that's the shot you looked out for. You can avoid that, and that brings us to the end of an interesting over after the completion of 18 overs, the score has moved on to 17 overs, the score has moved on to 82 for the loss of 4 wickets. Checking. The new bowler introduced into the attack is Chakri. Chakri going to be bowling to Mithun. Pitched up delivery, driven down the ground, straight to covers, no run there. Those are the kind of deliveries you'd get at least a single of it. Nonetheless, these two have to get a partnership going here. Pitched up delivery again. Another dot ball there. Mithun should be looking for the bigger plan here. Both the Mithuns. The plan to play till the 25th over. Another wide there. Good keeping. Good take from Prashant. As we're watching Chakri's run up here. Smooth run up. Strong legs. As he's coming closer to the popping crease. Nice high arm action. This time he gets the drive right to get a single at least. So a couple of runs in this over, courtesy wide and a single of the previous delivery. So fairly decent start from Chakri, but I'm sure he's still not got what he's looking for. Not the right line and length yet. Last 4 deliveries has pitched it up to the batsman. Gets the outside edge. That's a better length. And they managed to get a single out of it. Two more deliveries remaining in this over. Got a wide which was bowled in this over. 2 dot balls and 2 singles. Slow delivery. That is sloppy work there. Big man Pops had to get down to prevent it from going away from him. Wasn't able to do that successfully, so resulted in an overthrow. It's not going to hurt them much. It's just that you have to build the pressure here. Can't give away easy runs. Again, Chakri drifting down the leg side, trying the in-swinger there. Wide signal by the umpire, plus an additional run. So fairly decent over here for Team Legacy. 88 for 4. Another pitched up delivery, played that. Good fielding at the man at covers. And that brings us to the end of the over. So after the completion of 18 overs, Team Legacy 88 for 4. And that's drinks break being called by the match officials.
बोल रहा है हाँ बस थोड़ा पानी दे दो
Big hit, but unfortunately for him, just after the drinks break, loses concentration there, loses focus, tries the big hit and gets out caught at long off. So Mithun Patel takes the long walk back. 88 for the loss of 5 wickets now. New batsman walking out to the centres, Kesri. Requesting Jitin to come at the commentary box. Jitin to report at the commentary box, please. Dot ball, good ball there. Goes for the big drive.
Umpire has to stretch his arms to convert that to a wide. Goes for the big drive again, gets the outside edge. Fielder running behind it, but in vain. So that is a welcome boundary. A much needed boundary for Team Legacy to get things moving along after the Brinks break. Mithun gets the outside edge and gets a boundary of it. He's batting on 9 of 17 deliveries along with Kasuri. 93 for 5 now. Oh, this is the delivery. A sharp delivery coming back into the right-hander, cramping him for room. The skipper of team Cric Biz will be happy with this situation as of now, the position that they're in. Try to be cheeky there. So that brings us to the end of another good over. So after the completion of 19 overs, the score is 93 for 5. Chakri to continue. Played that down the ground. A single there. Score moving on to 94 for 5. It's been a difficult day for batting. Not an easy day for batsmen to get out there and tonk the boundaries and sixes. Have to get the boundary singles and twos here. Long boundaries. Driven that nicely. Good timing on that. But straight to Priyanshu, who does the cleanup job. Single there. 95 for 5. Again driven down the ground. The length that he's bowling, Chakri, is just on the half volley and over pitch deliveries. If he can pull that slightly back, makes it a little more difficult for the batsman to drive it down the ground. And can get the mid wicket slightly straighter here. They managed to steal another single there. Good batting here. Good response from the non-striker as well. Kasturi is off in a flash as soon as he heard the call yes for the single. Good work from Prashant, the keeper, the skipper, coming behind the stumps and ensuring that the ball doesn't pass him on that throw. A Yorker there. 97 for 5. Goes for the big hit. In fact, being caught out at covers. That's an extraordinary catch there. That ball was timed and it was going like a trace of bullet, and the fielder at covers just snapped that and took a fabulous catch. Raju, the fielder at covers, surprised everybody here in the ground. What an extraordinary catch that is. Unfortunate for Kasturi, he timed that perfectly. Just had to be a meter away from the fielder. Wasn't so on that occasion. The result is wicket number 6 going 97 for 6, Team Legacy. Dubey back into the attack. Got warmed up earlier today playing a under 12 match. The kids are complaining here at the commentary box. With that away, a bit of misunderstanding, the chance of a run out, but batsman making it back in time. Not sure what they were thinking at that point of time. Goes for the big hit again. Didn't have the balance in that shot. Was falling back, trying to drive it towards covers. That's why he couldn't get the timing right. Pitched off delivery, slashes it hard. Just beats the fielder at covers. Manages to get a single. Trying the risky shots here, Mithun. Not the right time. I'm sure he understands that as well, but he also sees that it's an opportunity here. Try to take on Dubey. 98 for 6. Wrapped up on the pads. The umpire says not out straight away. Was there a bat involved in that? I'm not sure. That was really close. That's in the air. Fielder's not going to get to that. Will be a single there. Oh, that's a dusra at the end of the over to finish off the overs. Skillful bowling from Dubey comes to an end. Another good over for team Cric Biz. That brings us to the end of over number 21. Team Legacy 99 for the loss of 6 wickets. Chakri to continue. As we've noticed, they've used 6 bowlers so far. Walking into the shot there, getting a single off it. Good batting from Vasant. With that single, 100 up on the board, and that's why you heard the applause from the batting team. 100 on the board, losing 6 wickets in the 22nd over. Slow delivery, turned out to be a Yorker there. Got to understand what the plan here is going to be. Play along for another 3 or 4 overs. Get at least 3 or 4 runs an over. Gets bad on it. Was drifted down the leg side. They managed to get a single off it. Runs have been quite difficult to come by this morning. In fact, this afternoon, not easy here to get the boundaries, not easy here to play the power shots, unless it's a loose delivery. Credit to the bowling team as well. Hit it hard, but straight to the fielder. Like I mentioned, it's only the loose deliveries which have been dispatched to the boundary, so the credit goes to the bowling team as well. I remember Sachin pulling a delivery of Shiv for a sixer as well. No feet movement there. Foot pointing out towards the umpire and trying to hit it over covers. Got to get in line of the ball. Chakri's done a fairly decent job for a skipper. Bowling in as the 6th bowler. Gets the outside edge. Bowled it wider away from the off stump. Batsman had to reach out to it. Gets the outside edge for a single. And that brings us to the end of the over after the completion of 22 overs. Team Legacy 102 for 6. Struck well, but didn't get the elevation or the distance there. Single to long off.
Main cameraman bola Arfad.
Another wide there. Good hit there. Timed it well, but there are two fielders converging on it. Should only be a single. Down to long off. A pitched up delivery that was in the arc of the batsman. Vasant and Mithun batting along. 106 for the loss of 6 wickets. We're on the 23rd over of this innings. Some of the important names we were looking forward to watch them bat. Arjun, Shiv Kumar, Mithun. Some of the familiar names. We're looking forward to big innings from them. Wasn't so, unfortunately. Pull that away, a short pitch delivery, and being dispatched for a boundary. That was a good hit. No pace there, short of length. Batsman had enough time to rock back and pull that away for a boundary. Much needed boundary here. All these runs are welcome runs here for Team Legacy. 112 for 6. Even though they've got the batters out there in the center, it's not easy. You just have to wait for these bad deliveries, loose deliveries to convert them. That's a good hit. A fantastic hit that was. In the gap, wide off, mid off. Gets back-to-back boundaries. Mithun. Is this the over which is going to change the momentum in the innings of Team Legacy? We'll have to wait and find out. So as of now, the score has moved on to 114 for 6 after the completion of 23 overs. Chakri to continue. Another Yorker, squeeze that away. And a good stop by the fielder at short fine as well. Would have been a possibility of 2, but Sunil Batra was quite quick on that to reach out to the ball. 115 for 6. Slow delivery, just put bat on ball there. And managed to rotate the strike, get a single off it. This is good batting by these two. Looking back at things now. 24th over in progress. Should be happy with 150. Another dot ball, another over pitch delivery. Couldn't manage to beat the fielder there. It's been a tight innings, not been an easy innings here for Team Legacy batsmen. And I'm sure it's going to be the same for the opponent team as well, Cric Biz Academy. Unless there's going to be bowling difference. Played that to short fine. Good fielding again. Potra, the fielder. Full toss, driven down the ground. Should have tried to push that for a couple of runs, but were not interested in the second in the first place. $117 for 6 in the 24th over. One more delivery remaining in this over. Mithun batting on 23 of 31. Vasant batting on 7 of 13. Decent little partnership going on. Another slow delivery. Driven down the ground. This time should only be a single. So that brings us to the end of over number 24. Score moved on to 118 for 6. Roger will be bowling the 25th over. He's going to be bowling to Mithun. So far in the tournament, 226 fours and 129 sixes. Plays the big drive. Gets single down to long gone. Was looking to hit it over the bowler's head or probably just wide of the bowler. But because of the slowness of the pitch, ball coming in slower and getting it on the inner half of the bat and getting a single of it. This is connected well, and this will be a sixer. What a hit that was from Vasant. Big man, big arms, was in his arc and sent it out of the park. What a hit that was. 125 for 6. Over pitch delivery, outside off stump. Put a lot of power on it. Timed it beautifully, and the result is a maximum 6 runs for Team Legacy and Vasant. Is this the start of momentum shift here? We'll wait and find out. Slow delivery, equally well played. Very smart batting from Vasant.